Hello, my YouTubers. This is your cameraman, Daniel Drexy, for this new update video for March 2nd, 2023. And also, these are the things I got last week. Like some of the few things from eBay, one of the few things from my thrift store, and some certain things I got for a couple of things I got it from Walmart. Yep. And I'll give you like a little bit of updates around Pennsylvania. Pretty soon, they're going to start doing like the construction from 7 at night all the way up to about 6 o'clock in the morning on 61. About 5 miles goes from like Monchunk Street all the way up to the hospital. That's only 5 miles. And here's another update. Starting, yesterday in Pottsville, Pennsylvania, they started reopening up Reader's Ice Cream Parlor. Yep. You have to get the ice cream outside, but the inside of the dining is still not opening yet. They started it yesterday, just like the 26th of February, about 4 days ago, the one in Schuylkill Haven, Reader's Ice Cream Place, just opened. Yep, spring's around the corner. Yep, baseball season begins after the practice by March 30th. Yep. That's like a little bit updating. So let's begin with one of the eBay items I just got. Like, something I got it from, when I ordered something from Canada, thinking about trying to sell some VHS tapes. And here it is. Hold on. Let's start with the tapes I got from that package. Here's the Three Stooges, Simply Hilarious, Good Times home video release. In 1985, has like one curly short disorder in the court. Then it has Three with Shemp, Rightless Groom, Sing a Song with Six Pants, and Malice in the Palace. And it has the 2 trailers of their feature-length movies, Have Rocket Will Travel and Stop Looking Laugh. This is a public domain of the Three Stooges, Simply Hilarious. 1985 release. Yep. This is the picture cover from the 1943 Spook Louder. Believe me, I'm just a Three Stooges ologist, because I know every Stooges short was ever made. This is perhaps this is the U.S. copy, or maybe part Canadian. Hold on, I gotta fix this. Another VHS tape I have here is Laurel and Hardy's Bonnie Scotland. This is a 1987 release from MGM UA Home Videos Hooray for Hollywood series. I think I showed you that on my other previous update videos when I showed you all the Laurel and Hardy VHS tapes I got it for my family member who passed away. Yep. This is the one that went to Scotland when they had to be getting their inheritance, but it turns out to be not a successful, and then later on they end up joining the British Army. James Stevenson was co-starring in this film. I think I showed you that also on the other previous. I think this is the one I just did show you on the previous update video. No print date on it. There's got to be a Canadian copy of Bonnie Scotland's. If you're a Laurel and Hardy fan. And here's one of the Three Stooges Other Nuts tapes. That is Cuckoo Cavaliers and the Other Nuts, 1989 release by RCA Columbia Pictures Home Video, the 21st volume of the series. On this tape it has Cuckoo Cavaliers from 1940, Bobby Dopes, 1945. It was a remake from the Laurel and Hardy's Toting the Home. Busy Buddies, 1944, the one they're milking a cow. I'll show you what this tape looks like. This is the Canadian copy. This is not the U.S. copy of the Three Stooges Other Nuts tape. This is not exactly in one of the 13 volume ones. Spread out. Look at the grouse. The next, and I think I have another Three Stooges VHS. That is Playing the Ponies and the Other Yucks, the 19th volume of the series. On this volume, it has one new, never-before-released short and two previous shorts, playing the Ponies 1937, and An Acre of Every State from 1941. It was originally from Volume 3, and then Three Sappy People from 1939, originally from Volume 1, with Dr. Zilla Azala. Show you what this tape looks like. Yep. This is the Canadian copy of this, the 1903 Seegers volume of the Nucks. And okay, we got here like Abbott and Costello's Keep 'em Flying, 1941, one of their early films when they were with Universal. And this film co-stars with Martha Ray. And this is a Canadian copy of Abbott and Costello's Keep 'em Flying, 1991 release. To show you what this tape looks like, yep, this is a Canadian copy. It's got to be printed around the early 90s. Some VHS tapes back in the 80s and 90s, the price was so higher than compared to as the U.S. And here's the other Three Seegers tape called the Double Features of Simply Hilarious and Simply Hilarious 2. And this was released in 1989. There's part 2 of the Stooges. That is Hollywood on Parade, the one with Ted Healy. When they appeared on the Edwin Show, and Knife of the Party. Show what this pic looks like. Yep. I'm really a Stooge fan. Look at the glass. Well, yeah, you oughta. And here's the VHS tape called The Golden Age of Comedy Legends, and it has memorable moments from Laurel and Hardy, Ben Turpin, Will Rogers, Jane Harlow, Harry Landon, Keystone Cops, and Carol and Burt. And this tape was 1991, got to be from Pearl Entertainment. This is like some kind of like an ex-rental or something from Canada. Yep. I don't need this, but I'm going to have to add it to these future eBay items. How do you get this anyways? I have here another Three Seegers MLD Nucks tape. That is the 27th volume of the series. That is Uncivil War Birds and Other Nucks. Released in 1990. On this volume, it has the Three Little Pirates from 1946, featuring a routine called the Homo Roger routine. Maha, maha. Then we got Uncivil War Birds, 1946. And I consider to be like a little warms up as Uncivil Warriors, 1935. Then we got Back to the Woods, 1937. Now, show what this tape looks like. Yep. Here's the U.S. sticker label. This is the Canadian copy. And I don't need this copy anyways. I'm gonna add some more Stooges tapes right on eBay for the future. Now we got the next tape I got here. It is The Ghost of Mississippi with Alec Baldwin, Whoopi Goldberg, and James Woods. This is a one-and-a-half video VHS, the Canadian copy from 2000 release. This is made in 96. It's got to be like a reissue or something. Here's what this tape looks like. It's got to be from between Warner Home Video or the Columbia TriStar Home Video. Has the ink label on there. I don't see any print date on it. Yep. And I have here another Three Stooges VHS tape. That is with all Shemp, the 38 volume. That is Studio Stoops and the Other Yucks in 1990. On this volume it has some three hilarious Shemp shorts. Studio Stoops, 1950, Climb on Their Hands when Shemp swallowed the Pajam Diamond, 1948, and Chivalry Showlocks, 1948. Here's the U.S. sticker label, what it looks like. Yep. I'll see any identified print date on it. Alright, Shemp. The Three Stooges shorts. And we got here another VHS tape called High School Reunion. That is like Roma and Michelle's High School Reunion. And that's got to be from Touchstone Home Video. Got to be around there. It's got to be around 1996 or something, or 97. I don't know. This is a Canadian copy. See what this tape looks like? Yep. This tape was, I don't see any identified print date on it. Ink label? Yep. This got me just like the record released around 96 or something. Last but not least, on my VHS collection, I got here's another Laurel and Hardy tape, Sons of the Desert, Nostalgia Merchants, packaging 1980. When they put this down, exclusively distributed by Media Home Entertainment. That's going to be 1985. And this tape comes with a bonus Howard Sherbert, Thelma Clark and Patsy Kelly, and Top Flat in 1934. I think it's in 35. Here's what this tape looks like. I think I showed you the original copy of Sons of the Desert on my previous update videos. Yep. Don't want to miss having Sons of the Desert for your Laurel and Hardy library. And here's the Holy Grail VHS tape I got from eBay this week. The early 83 original release of 1776. That's with William Daniels. This musical patriotic film was released in 1972. And this VHS tape was released in early 1983 with the gate opening box by RCA Columbia Pictures Home Video. At the end of the tape has the 1979 FBI warning screen on there. There's the original early 1983 sticker label, and this tape was printed on the 10th week of 1984, and it has the UPC code on it. This is the exact duplicate as with the Funny Girl VHS. And I got a couple of the DVDs I got it from my thrift store this last week. Here's the Disney's Mary Poppins Returns. It's got to be a 2018 DVD release. This came out in late 2018 in theaters. Same time it's out on the Blu-ray. It stars with, I know it has like Meryl Streep on there. Maybe it probably has with legendary Dick Van Dyke. You know Dick Van Dyke is still healthy as a horse. And he's about 97. Julie Walters, the one from Educating Reader with Michael Caine. This seems like a good Disney movie. The sequel to the original Mary Poppins. Here's what this DVD looks like. Yep. There's like Incredibles 2. When it was out on DVD at that time. And then here's another DVD I got. Share the DVD of the 1948's The Treasure of Sierra Madres with Humphrey Bogart and Walter Houston. And it's a 2-disc special edition. Just like I have Beaten in St. Louis in a 2-disc edition from 2004 release. And this DVD release of this film came out around 2003. Yep, this is a great movie, directed by John Huston. I think he was the son of Walter Huston. Walter Huston made a lot of films for Humphrey Bogart during the 1940s and 50s. The next one I got here is a couple of golden books I got when I was in the library. Scruffy the Tugboat. This is pretty rare. This is originally in 1946. It was published originally in 46. This is reissued in 1955. This is going to be a reprint of reissued during the early 1970s. And here it is. What it looks like. Yep. That's going to be around the early 70s. And here's another golden book. Where Did the Baby Go? Published in 1974. And here's a Christmas golden book. It's called 12 Days of Christmas, Christmas Carol. Released in 1983. And here's a couple of those Walt Disney's Fun to Learn library series. It started Volume 9, Our Wonderful Earth. That's a hardcover book released in 1983 by Walt Disney Productions, before Walt Disney Company. There's Dolly, Huey, Dewey, and Louie. There's Blowing Up the Volcano. There's Mickey and Minnie Go Sailing with Marty and Freddie. There's Minnie and Marty and Freddie in Alaska. There's Grandma Duck with Huey, Dewey, and Louie and Donald at the farm. There's Mickey and Pluto out in space. Yep. And here's another one called Of the Sillies on volume 16 is My First Workbook. Yep. Published in 1983. More People at Work. I have People at Work Disney Discovery Series read-along, published in 1985. Things That Go. I think that's another one I have from Things That... I have Things That Go also in my Disney Discovery Series read-along series. Space. There's The Families. One of the characters of Lady and the Tramp. Jim Deere and Darling. Woodland Animals. That's going to be from Bambi. Spring with Winnie the Pooh characters. Yep. And I got some bonuses I have. Some I got it from Walmart last week. Here is the watch made by... It was made from a brand called George. It's going to be around 2022 or 23. And I'm not going to try it on until I reach much later. It looks pretty new. And here's something I might need for my phone charging. It is like the Connect on. Writing to USB cable. It's going to be from the iPhone, iPod, and iPad. It's going to be also from 2022 or 2023, unopened. And here's something I got. Here's a little bit of a bonus that I got something from when I was in the miniature golf this past weekend. I'll show you. Here's like this little softball. I just got it from like one of the prizes when I was at the library. Here's a little orange goldfish. Yep, I got that from like winning prizes. And here's the flashlight, a little flashlight. Yep, see it. Also, I got that with like one of the prizes. And here's like this little medal. I can put this around my neck. I don't know if it's big enough, but I do just to collect them too. And here's a stuffed elephant doll. Also, I got it from when I was making at the 19th hole. Yep. And they do serve some wonderful food there, like big hot dogs, big sandwiches, and they even have some peas, crackers, lettuce, and tomato, and everything. And last but not least, here's the date of 4th annual Putting Force Pots for Library. That's the, they do this every year at the library by the last Saturday of February, but they did that last year, then the year before that they didn't because of like the COVID-19. Then the year before that, right before COVID started, they did have the miniature golf in the Pottsville Library. So there you have it, folks. That's the update video for March 2nd, 2023. I'll see you again next time I have more updates. Until then, the cameraman, Dan Jesky, signing off, and please comment or subscribe or ring the bell if you like this new update video. Until then, see you around and enjoy this update video. Bye.